The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game just received some big changes. Let's talk about them. First of all, welcome back to the channel. I hope you have a wonderful day and that you're prepared for this unusual change to the game. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below what you think. It's always appreciative and I like to hear your feedback. And without further ado, let's jump into the patch notes. Alright, so we can all agree that the first patch note should be something very beneficial for the game. It should fix some bugs, implement some changes, maybe allude to some new content coming to the game, where they are in the content roadmap, performance issues, and maybe point towards the future and where they want to take the game, especially considering with everything that's been brought up with the competitive aspect and the queue times and all that. Performance issues, the experience issue that the game has, and also the content roadmap. And who knows, maybe we'll actually be able to change our key bindings now. All right, let's go through them. All right. Patch notes, September 5th, 2023. We have a rapid patch incoming early tomorrow. That is now today. There may be some level of staggered deployment across different platforms due to the patch coming in hot. The patch will address the following issues. Fixed PC stuttering on ultra graphics. This has actually been a very noticeable thing, and we actually wrote a guide. Me and my friend wrote a guide about this on Steam about how to fix the stuttering issues for the game. This fix resolves graphical issues when running the game on ultra settings with appropriate hardware. This also fixes the issue causing FPS drops when attacking or grappling with opponents while running the game on ultra settings with appropriate hardware. Voice chat now working in lobbies for party members. I personally haven't experienced this issue. I know some players have, so it's great to see that they have fixed this. I also know that they had to go into the Windows settings to get the microphone to work. So it'll be interesting to see if this is to fix, that they are able to change their microphone settings in the game. Fixed XP progression. This is great. This is huge. This fix resolves all UI issues that would appear to rank up after every match, despite not gaining the required XP to do so. This was really frustrating, and in the early stages of the game, we were like, "Holy, we leveled up," but then we came out of the game and we didn't. So it's great to see that they're fixing this. This fix also resolves the inaccurate XP and XP delays related to earning experience. So that is awesome. Fixed various crashes and freezes. This includes a PS4 crash related to unlocking trophies. Okay, I did not know that this existed. This also includes a fix for high-level players experiencing a crash on the match result screen. This was really annoying. The match will be completed, you wouldn't gain any experience, and the game is over. So it's great to see that they fixed that. Changed key rebinding. Fantastic. We've added key rebinding to the PC version of the game. This is amazing. Me myself have a different set of key bindings I like to use in different games, and it's going to be wonderful to be able to finally use them in Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. Changed. Lobbies will now launch with 6 players. This is absolutely crazy. I personally do not understand this, because this will change the entire dynamic of the game, because right now how the game works is you have 4 victims versus 3 family members, or killers if you may. I personally don't think that this is what they should have done. I think instead of doing this, they should have allowed people to play the character they want and maybe unlock the abilities of the different characters to be played across characters, so that people can enjoy the game style and the perks and abilities that they want to use. And this change is a little bit weird. Letterface is still required for the match, as we can see. Now let's look at this from a victim point of view. If you load in with 4 victims, which are already strong, against 2 killers, and you have to pick Letterface, and you have absolutely nobody to create pressure, what's gonna happen? The game is almost already won, right? And the same goes for when there's 3 killers versus 3 victims. What happens if Letterface gets 1 kill and then there's only 2 victims left in the game and the game's just started, and one of the victims getting pressured? There's no way they're gonna escape. It just makes it infinitely harder and makes it almost impossible to win. So it's hugely favored to whichever side gets the most players. So I honestly don't know what they were thinking here. And it's also going to change what they were talking about when we addressed the competitive issue. And that is that the game was created to immerse yourself into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they created the game to be a 4v3. But now the game changes. Everybody that bought it based on the 4v3 now has to deal with this issue that the game just changed. Maybe implementing a 3v3 or a 4v4 game mode would have been better. You know, just give the players an incentive to play something that isn't really played that much. Like if there's less victims in the game, give them some extra experience to play victims, and so on and so forth. But I see that this is going to become an interesting development and potentially a problem, but it's probably in the testing stages, so it's probably nothing permanent. Changed quick match menu. We've moved quick match to the top of the menu options when looking to join games. Quick match will result in not only quicker matchmaking into a lobby, but also fuller lobbies. Nice. So if you do not mind to play different characters, this will allow you to play the game faster, and that's great. All right, on to the most interesting one as well. It changed. PC removed from crossplay. We are temporarily separating PC from the console players base in crossplay while we continue to improve our anti-cheat tools and resources. And that is wonderful news for everybody that plays on console, and devastating news for everybody that plays on computer. As we know, there is a lot of hackers in the game right now. I've encountered multiple myself. And now the console players are free from this. But what this does to us PC players is that we're gonna get all of it. So we're gonna get an increased amount until they manage to fix that. And I don't see this being fun at all, because there is definitely gonna be a very high increase of cheaters that the PC players will be facing. I think that the reasoning behind this change is that they will keep the console player base while they work on the PC player, because the console player base is bigger right now. But it is really unfortunate for us that is playing on computer, enjoying it, because we are the ones that will have to suffer through a mountain of hackers in the coming days. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Tuning, EAC, and anti-cheat improvements. We've made several improvements to our anti-cheat and protection from additional cheat resources. We've also implemented our tracking and logging for cheat detection and consistent future improvement. So there's no mention of what they're going to do to take action against the current hackers if they're going to get banned. So right now there's no penalty for hacking the game, which I find kind of weird. And then we also plan to run the second edition of the Murder Times later this week to highlight the next steps for the team. Stay tuned for that. Oh, so that's really interesting. So we're gonna get some hints as to what's to come. Awesome. So yeah, that was the patch notes. Do let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. As always, if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel. Personally, I don't really feel like they fixed anything. There was one issue that they fixed with the experience that was really great, and also the game-changing one with a 3v3. But apart from that, I'm kind of left with a meh. I don't really know what to think, because this is kind of underwhelming to me. And this is all my opinion, of course. But as a player in the game, I don't know. It feels kind of underwhelming. And then there's the issue with the PC players now being able to join crossplay. If this keeps going for months, I think the PC community of Texas Chainsaw Massacre might die. So hopefully they will fix it fast and get us back into the crossplay to enjoy a broader player base. And that was it for today's video on the patch notes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free to debate this in the comments down below. I'll be there as well to talk about it. Is it underwhelming to you? Please let me know your thoughts. Consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed it. And as always, stay spooky, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.